Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Rachel and today we're going to do an August no spend review. As expected, I think August was definitely going to be a busy and expensive month. I've definitely spent way more than I should have done. I have spent lots of money on eating out and activities to fill the holidays. It just means that I've gone way over budget. Although I did extend my budget, it just meant that it wasn't quite enough for what I needed. So I've got my budget planner and we're going to have a look through exactly what I've spent money on. There's quite a lot of spend this month, so I won't go into every single detail, but there's a lot of different categories that I spent on this month than I would have normally. So first of all, clothing. That was something that I needed to do. I needed to get either school clothing or I needed to get new clothes for my son, and I did need to get some new trousers for myself. So I did end up spending a good proportion on clothing, as well as I also had to buy some stuff for my walking holiday. So I bought some new trail running shoes that I could use for walking and some other items that were needed. I also spent a fair amount on activities. So we did clip and climb, I-bounce, we did various different meals out or lunches or different activities that costed just like small bits of money, like ice creams and things like that. So they kind of all added to that pot as well. I also did a lot of self-care this month. So I had my hair dyed and cut. I had my nails done, which I've never done before, and I had my eyelashes tinted and lifted. So those added to the pot as well. So in total this month I spent £419. That also includes buying some tickets for things that are coming up in future months. So I have bought things for not necessarily this month but for future months, which will be things to look forward to as well. For petrol, I have actually managed to save some money. So I normally budget 140. I've only spent about £82, so I've definitely saved money in that area, which kind of helped with the overspend in the spend area. For food, I've definitely overspent. I definitely did lots of extra trips to the shop for extra food for like treat days, like extra bits of activities or to meet friends and do things as well. So definitely overspent on food. I actually spent £270. It's a lot more than my budget. I think I am trying to get to around 200, but it just allowed us to do a few extra things. There's lots of extra treaty things in there as well. For future months I need to go back to only spending about £100 on the spend. I have got a few meals planned for this weekend that's going to eat into that a little bit, but I did earn some cashback on the cashback site, which I can add to my spend pot, as that's kind of free money for doing nothing, for just buying insurance. So I'm just going to put that into that pot as well to help cover, so that I don't extend into having to use like the credit card or anything like that. I want to just stick to my budget. Food wise, I've got back to the meal planning and I've done a freezer inventory again. I've taken a list of everything that I've got and then I planned my meals for this week just based on what I already have, so I didn't have to buy an awful lot this week for the first week of the month, which is really good. I start my financial month on the 25th of the month, so I've just done my food shop and I've already kind of planned that in for this week. I'd love to know how you're getting on with your budgets, whether or not you're managing to stick to a no spend month, if you've had a better month than me in the school holidays. I think that's something I need to work on for future, is thinking a little bit more carefully about my activities and not being tempted to buy additional things that are perhaps not necessarily needed. I think I need to get back into setting up my sinking funds ready for clothing and things like that might be needed, so that I can be a little bit more prepared for future. Hopefully this was helpful to see how I've got on. Hopefully I will get a better month next month, and I shall see you soon. Bye.